I mean, I think that brings up another good point is this is a very labor-intensive job. There people are carrying panels, they're holding their hands up for long periods of times. Even just walking those solar sites are huge. So there's a lot of potential for automation to be able to make a worker be a lot more efficient in the time they're on the site. Want to talk
Yeah,
about
I
that?
mean, we have bought our first, autonomous vehicle, and it was just amazing to see because in the beginning we didn't really have a plan how we're gonna implement the capabilities, but our colleagues, immediately utilized one of the features, which is like follow me, like at the airport, right? When you see the follow me car. So, but
Yeah.
they just used it immediately that the autonomous vehicle followed them because it could carry more materials, tools, whatever that they could, and they didn't have to carry it. And immediately, also coming back to garbage, we saw efficiency gains, and I'm like, see, you just give the people the right tools, and they will figure it out. So sometimes you don't have to prescribe things. Sometimes it's better just to give it into their hands and just let them decide how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, agreed. So let's think big picture again here for a minute. When do you think, what is the timeline gonna look like for automation becoming standard and doable and profitable on these solar construction sites?
I think we're in the first phase of, putting our toes a little bit into the water and understanding challenges, and there will be some tasks, which are easier than others. But again, I'm warning people just to think that immediately there is a cost advantage. I do not see that, and that's also one of the experiences from my old days. You have to overcome that capex issue, and it will happen. In first and foremost, to me, it's less strain, safer, faster, more reproducible, right? That's the beginning. And then, in the next maybe 2 years, we'll be at the point where we're also seeing cost advantages. And so we're reduce prices in that regards. And then, we will see more different tasks, being added so that we can really have that whole orchestra. And it will also take time because it depends on, what challenges are coming our way. Some people have to maybe rearrange their design ideas. And what I'm talking about, for example, is Homeland Security governs all the energy sites, right? And if they're saying that we cannot have, for example, Chinese components in these robots, then we need to figure out a way, how to get them from somewhere else. Knowing that, their supply chain and their manufacturing capabilities and ingenuity today is pretty good. This is going to be a challenge. So
Yeah.
it might delay us a little bit, in some instances, but on other projects that might be not the case. So we will see.